Hi, Colleen. Welcome. Come on in. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Taylor. Nice to meet you. Well, Taylor, thank you for showing me around your beautiful home. This really is going to be a great place for a potential buyer. I'm so glad that you reached out to me after you saw my Facebook post. Did you think that tool, What Is Your Home Worth, was really helpful?
I did, yes, and thank you. This has been a great home for us. But yes, your Facebook post made me interested in selling my home with that tool and what it could be worth, especially the MarketStats with the price per square foot and just a really easy to understand CMA report.
Well, let me show you this more detailed CMA that I put together using Cloud CMA. This report allows me to give you what I believe your home should be listed for after pulling comparable properties directly from MiRealSource's Paragon MLS, checking out similar statistics on your home with MarketStats, and going into tax records with Realist and BS&A to get a lot of your property details all ready to get started.
This is exactly what I was hoping for and what we wanted to list our home for. So let's get this process started.
To start, I'm actually going to pull up a listing agreement on this handy tool that we call TransactionDesk. This is actually where we go to create your listing agreement, our brokerage required documents, disclosures, copyright documents, as well as where we'll review and possibly create counteroffers on any offer that comes in on your home.
Okay.
Now we can simply finalize the last details on the listing agreement. And to save us time, I already have a lot of the listing agreement filled out based on the info from the tax records. We can go in and fill out the final listing price, the price and terms you want to offer, and go in and add the room measurements. This allows you to quickly get it into the MLS so other agents can see it, and hopefully we'll be getting an offer soon.
This was so quick and easy. I love how prepared you were ahead of time, so I was able to see this and sign and get our home on the market.
Well, I'm so happy to go over any expectations that you have. This handy document that I've prepared explains how the data is actually distributed and the places it's going to go. But once we have the photos and the listing is live in the MLS, it's going to provide exposure to your home to 97% of the agents in the state. I will also be promoting this with a beautiful single property website from MiRealSource. I'll be putting this on social media as well as all those advertising sites that you're familiar with, all the ones that my broker permits the data to go through.
That's perfect, and what a beautiful website.
So next, Taylor, what I'd like to do is come back as soon as possible and take some great photos of your home. Now, I've taken the photography course through MiRealSource and I've learned some great techniques. I'll be bringing my DSLR camera, my wide lens, and I'll be shooting all the areas of your home as well as creating a floor plan using CubiCasa right on my phone. I'll literally scan your home and it will allow me to do things like measurements while creating a great ideal floor plan that's going to show the layout to prospective buyers.
I am available as early as tomorrow for you to come and take photos, and I actually noticed how great your photography was on some of your previous listings, so that's great to hear.
All right, Taylor, well then, if tomorrow's okay, I'll be back tomorrow at 10:30. They'll be putting up the sign on the lawn. But before I go, I do want to hang the MasterLock.
Okay.
The nice thing about MasterLock is an agent will make an appointment. It will make sure that that agent is in good standing.
Okay.
And at that point, they can simply open their ShowingTime app, click the unlock button, and they'll be provided the keys and access to come in. It will give them that 15-minute window, so there'll be no surprises. You'll know exactly when that buyer is entering and exiting.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Hi, Colleen. How'd your listing appointment go yesterday?
It went very well. It was a beautiful home. I got the listing yesterday, took photos, and I was actually just about to finalize it now.
I'm so overwhelmed by all the tools and steps to take. Do you mind if I watch you?
Sure. So to start, I was actually able to get my seller to sign their listing agreement using their fingertip using Authentisign. So I now can simply just populate it right into a partial listing within Paragon, saving me so much time not having to rekey all those same fields. Now I can finish the data sheet with all the remaining info like the agreed upon listing price, the room sizes, and push it all to a partial within Paragon, saving me so much time so I don't have to rekey all those same fields. Now that I've successfully pushed all the information into Paragon right from my data sheet, I can go under partial listings and simply finish the listing up. I can go in and add things like the seller's disclosure statements. This allows agents to be able to see and access these documents easily. I can also upload multiple photos at one time and simply drag and drop them into position. Each photo allows me to add detailed labels and descriptions about the photograph. Now I can go in and add things like open houses or broker tours, and my listing is complete. So before I forget, I'd like to show you ShowingTime. I'm going to set up her listing so that other agents can schedule showings right away, and I'll even be able to approve those easily from my ShowingTime app. My seller can approve showings too. After it's been approved, the code will automatically be sent to the agent, and it will only allow that agent to enter in that safe window time period that is set up with their confirmed appointment, along with the secure tracking of the MasterLock Lockbox. So my seller can approve it too. After it's approved, the agents can simply open their ShowingTime app on their phone. They can click the lock icon and the MasterLock Lockbox will open. It even provides a 15-minute window of time to ensure that sellers know when potential buyers and their agents will be arriving, along with secure tracking instructions when the lockbox is opened and when it's closed.
It's so helpful to see all these tools used together.
Everything is integrated so easily with all the MiRealSource tools. I recommend checking out the MiRealSource education. They have in-person classes, webinars, and even recorded classes on their YouTube. They have the best education and the most data in the whole state for their members. Regional MLSs that they vendor, data sharing partners, and exclusive data shares, giving members data for 97% of the state directly in Paragon within one search.
I took the new agent welcome. What do you recommend I do now?
Well, they have their MLS GPS right on their website with all of the classes in their suggested order, which is so helpful. But I strongly recommend signing up for the 3-part series called The Roadmap to Success.
Roadmap to Success sounds just like what I need.
Yes, it's actually taught by 2 instructors from the MLS, one being me and the other being Dawn Waldrop, who is also an agent, and it allows us to give real-life examples in the class. It's a 3-part series. First, we cover lead generation, how to go out and get new leads so you can start working with people right away. Then the second class is all geared around working with buyers and things you need to know to assist your buyers. And then the third class is all about creating success with sellers, helping them price their home accurately so you can list their home. So now that the listing is entered, I can actually see it in the MLS mobile app called Homesnap Pro Premium. MiRealSource's version of Homesnap allows agents to manage our listings from our phone. For example, you can do price changes, status changes, and more. Homesnap also allows clients to search for homes and communicate right to their agent to find accurate listing information versus going on those public advertising sites. It's all within the client version of the MLS Homesnap app. Hello, Taylor. Good news. We have an offer and it's over asking. I'll send the offer over to you right now for your review. If you'd like, I can swing by and go over any questions, or if you're ready, you can even just sign it digitally right from your phone with your Authentisign app.
Wow, I got it already. I'm so happy we're able to get over asking, and you made this transition so smooth. I cannot wait to get to the closing table and move on to our new home.
I'll be in touch once everything goes through. I'll be changing the status to pending in the Homesnap app, and it will be directly updated within Paragon. Actually, I'll do that right now.